The Student Statesmanship Institute is a life-transforming program that instills truth, destiny, and purpose into the hearts and minds of high school students. The unique legislative, media, judicial, and business simulations are powerful and authentic learning experiences. The dynamic biblical worldview instruction applies eternal truths in a practical, real-world environment. Although many of the teens who attend are reluctant at first, afterward they describe SSI as amazing, incredible, awesome, and unlike anything that they have ever experienced. In short, they love the hands-on learning and often return, bringing their friends with them. SSI alumni tell us that the lessons in leadership and citizenship taught at SSI inspire them to make a difference in the world as an ambassador for Christ. And parents, who often strongly urge their children to attend, are thrilled with the results that SSI produces in the lives of their sons and daughters. Here's a view of SSI through their eyes.
Probably about 6 years ago, our oldest son, Jeffrey, came to SSI for the first time, went through the legislative track, and just had a terrific time. My 15-year-old Travis, this was his first year, and obviously talking to him a few times during the week, he just had a terrific time.
Our first student to come here was our son, and that was probably 6 or 7 years ago, and he came back and said, how was he to put it? He said, it sounds like it'd be really boring, but it was the most fun I've ever had. So he just really loved it.
I've had 3 of my 4 children here.
But then once our son went to SSI last year, it's like, wow, the Christian influence and becoming a leader, everything that we were looking for, and he was so on fire when he came back, and now our daughter's coming for the first time this year.
I'm very impressed. This is Jordan's 2nd year.
They've gone now 4 years in a row, sometimes 3 weeks the same summer. My first daughter did not want to go. After that, she wanted to go every year, and all the other kids did too. So you might have to give them that first nudge, but after they've gone, they'll want to come back and they'll love it.
The awesome thing is that the way SSI approaches it from a biblical worldview is so vitally important in our culture today. No one else is looking at it from that point of view. So to be able to come here, to see that it's cool, to see that it can work, and then to put it into action, whether it's in a legislative capacity or in a business capacity, that's just an incredible blessing.
Well, the spiritual influence is awesome. Just being able, just the way you point them in the direction of just looking to the Lord for their direction and realizing that God has plans for them and just is guiding them, and it's really amazing and really wonderful.
Here you can take what you've been putting in your children from their youth and give them a chance to have that seed be watered and to grow. It's a marvelous experience for the kids. I don't think you'll find an opportunity for students to develop a sense of ambassadorship for Christ in the world, where they can be a part of forming the world as opposed to the world molding them to its pattern.
We found out there were many kids who had attended SSI, and they all said the same thing. I know, government camp, but it was so fun. I want to go back next year. I want to go and as long as I can go. So yeah, we were sold before we even got here. Didn't know why, but we found out when our son came back. He came back not just more knowledgeable about the government, but on fire for the Lord. It has really helped him be an advocate for within our own church in just advocating that teens be raised up as leaders and not merely entertained. And we were ecstatic. That's what we've always prayed for. But somebody else besides mom and dad is telling them the same thing. It got in.
So it's just a wonderful, wonderful environment, and at least my son, was just on fire. He wanted to come back again and again and again.
And I think the fellowship with other Christian, strong, unafraid, passionate kids, I think it's a great thing. I love what you guys do.
Great training from a Christian perspective. This has contributed to their confidence and their ability to present themselves well. So we couldn't imagine a better staff, better role models, and they're making lifelong friendships. So it's just a great experience, and we'd highly recommend it to everyone.
They need to take advantage of this, make sure they send their kids and get as involved as they possibly can.
They make them go. Definitely make them go. It's well worth it. Just really a wonderful experience for the kids.
Well, what do you think I'd say? Absolutely. Beyond a doubt. It's definitely worth the investment of time and resources to make the commitment to do it. You won't find a program like this anywhere that I'm aware of.
From the standpoint of sending your kids, it's going to be an awesome experience.
Send them, force them, make them come, and then they'll thank you at the end of the week.
We think this is probably one of the single best investments of our resources in their education we could give them. Best spent money ever.